here we go. Into the woods. I try to spare you guys the walk in here because it is a long walk. Doesn't matter how many times I do it. It's uphill all the way. And I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me huffing and puffing the whole way. Now, I don't know if you can hear that. But listen. I'll try to get it to come up again. See a lot of track in here this time. Roots torn up. Looks like woodpeckers. Looks like deer. Here, let me show you. Not exactly sure what this is, but looks like deer. When I first stepped into the woods here, I heard a whooping. I go, ooh, ooh. Pretty unusual. I haven't heard it before anyways. Not that it's unusual. But it's not a sound that I've heard. Check that out. I will keep my eyes open for more owls. No, I think it's a little too late for them now. But I haven't seen any this year. Grant got here sometime before I did. And so look at these impressions here. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's sinking in further than I am. There's not really a trail to this place. Just taking the path of least resistance. It's just crazy in here, man. Crazy walking through here. All this wood laying around like it is. Almost went down. So Grant got here again like last time, a little bit before I did, and that's what I'm going to do. Trying to find him. So he ventured off into the woods to try to find another location. Look at that giant stump, dude. The thing was just huge before they cut it down. And spider webs all over my face. And Grant, he never comes in or out the same place. So even though I saw his boot print on the way in here, I don't know exactly where he's at. He told me to yell when I get here, or whistle. Grant brought me over here and showed me this stump, this giant cedar tree that they cut down a long time ago. And you can see the ridge down below. It looked like they were thinking about taking it down there, but they ended up actually going up higher. And it's kind of a tabletop, because this is about 6 feet across. I could actually lay on top of this and it still come out a couple of inches past my head. So here's the tree. You can see how far it goes down that way. Well, partially how far it goes down that way. But here's the stump. It's a giant. I mean, this tree, because it goes into the ground quite a ways, but Grant standing next to it, it goes up to his neck just about.
Yeah, I'm into this.
Yep.
I'm 6 foot some change.
So it's huge. So we came out here to the new camp. What are you going to call this, Grant?
I don't know, we'll think of something suitable.
Usually the camp gets named by something that pertains to an adventure. Yeah, there you go. He had 2 deer run through it last time he came up here. So he said 2 deer. So 2 deer camp. I think it's a pretty cool name. But there's where we were standing up at the tree, you can hear running water. There's a trickling. Jeez, if I can stop sinking in the ground here. There's a trickling well somewhere up this mountain here, but it's just trickling down. I'll take you over to go look at it real quick. Rotten wood. There it is. So you don't see it up there, but it comes out right here. How cool is that? I could just sit next to that for hours. I may come over here and just eat lunch. But comes down and then it disappears again. Kind of just gets soaked up into the ground here. And you can hear it's water running. It's running pretty good. And it just disappears right there. So at the beginning of this video, when I walked in the woods, you could hear a whooping sound, like a ooh, 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 and I didn't know what it was. I kept trying to stop so the video could pick it up. I don't know if I actually got it or not. We'll have to see when I play it back. I'll put something in the video to mark where it is, so that way you can hear it if the audio comes up. Oh, here we go. I might just make a chair out of this maple here. But as usual, it's a maze of standing dead. This is a new site here. There's Grant hard at work.
Making a one-stick fire. You want in?
He's got some poles already, as usual. Same setup as always. A friend of mine wants to trade this Royale Junior for the Senior, and he's going to send it to me. And let's see if it's something that I'm interested in. So far, this Royale Junior has been great. Grant with his SP50. It's really Big Monkey's favorite one too.
SP50?
Yeah.
This thing just, it's everything works on this knife. The handle, I love the handle on this thing.
Yeah.
So that, you know, with the weight here, you don't have to keep, the knife does the work.
Yeah.
There's so much weight in the blade.
I'm gonna take off this wool. It's a little warm. It was 60. What was it, like 62 this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. It's a nice day out. I'm not hot, but I could do without it while I'm working. So I'll bring you guys back in a little bit and show you what I got for lunch. Okay, I got this piece of canvas from Pacific Northwest Bushcraft a while back, and what it is just a piece of canvas that spans about, I think, a 12 by 12, and it's made to be stick furniture as a table. And I enjoy crafting, you know, and setting up camp when we go out on outings like these. But a lot of that crafting takes time, and it's just sticks, but I put bamboo in here so that way I don't have to go and forage a bunch of sticks, the perfect sticks. You know, the lower branches here in the Pacific Northwest are generally rotted through. So a lot of the sticks here aren't really desirable that you can reach, and you end up having to take branches off of smaller trees like the maple. So instead of doing that, I bring this bamboo with me, and it doesn't weigh anything, and it really saves a lot of time as far as setup goes. And I have a table that I can pack in that doesn't hardly weigh anything. I've used it quite a few times this last year, and I really enjoy it because it gives you a nice stable place to set things on, a platform to set your things on. So I just want to bring this out and share it with you and set it up and show you exactly what goes into it. I'll get a closer view of this with a camera to kind of show what I use and how I use it, just to kind of help you out and give you an idea of what exactly you're looking at here. So what I have here is I have 4 sticks, and these are going to be my table legs, and all 4 of these sticks are flat on the top. They have a little notch cut into them to keep the rubberized wire that I wrap around it, to keep that in place, and they're sharpened on the ends just by points. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up. What I usually do is I lay the table on the ground, and then I mark out exactly where the leg's going to be just by pushing it in. And this soil is pretty soft. I don't have to do any pounding to this, which is amazing. Wow. You can see how far these go in. Now this is a stake, so imagine your foot. I mean, you sink in no matter where you step. Okay, so I have the table in. Now I'm going to take these wires out. This is what I use to wrap it once I set it up. I have 2 sticks on the bottom and 2 sticks on the top, and this is what so that way I can roll it up when I'm done. But the second stick is to go through another tube here. What are you making?
Oh, just a curry dish again.
You and the damn curry. I've got a friend that's overseas, and that's all he can talk about. 51 Foxy, that's all he talks about is curry this and curry that. He's got to put the toilet paper in the freezer. Oop. So there went that one, but so you try to just find level. I mean, I already got notches cut in it, but it doesn't always apply because it's only going to be as level as the ground is. So I wrap these around like that, and then bring it up and just twist them. That's all it takes. These things hold pretty good. Just wrap it around and then twist it. just like that, you have a table. And, you know, that way you don't have to pack anything in. This is convenient. It's going to allow me to set my stuff, my lunch on top of it, whatever I'm cooking. So, I just thought I'd share that with you. I'll give you a closer look here in a second. Grant's already done eating. I haven't even gotten a pot on yet. What a jerk. Okay, so you can see the legs that I put in the ground. Here is the rubberized wire that I got from Walmart. And just wrap it around, and it holds it in place. I mean, I can wiggle this, and it's not moving. I get more give from the bamboo than I do from the actual table, from the legs or this moving or anything like that. Even if I go over here and I wiggle this, you can see just wiggling the bamboo. So it's a pretty solid setup. You can see I set up the hammock chair. This is going to be the new little spot here. Set my lunch, or my tobacco and pipe will go up here. But it's just convenient. What I really like about this and Pacific Northwest Bushcraft is I had the idea for this table, and I've been wanting to do it for a while. This isn't the only way and the only configuration. I can hang it from a tree. I can instead of having these back two legs, I can tie this to a tree and set up the two front legs. So I contacted Pacific Northwest Bushcraft, and I submitted the idea for this table, and they also had input to give into it, and they're the ones that added these slots here for these sticks to go through. So, because my idea wouldn't have been as sturdy as this. So for today's lunch, done this red beans and rice. It's a Knorr dish. I have jalapeno got sounds around us. Jalapeno and cheddar cheese, and I always carry extra food. There's an orange. Creamer. Another orange. We've got some guests circling the camp. The bird sounding the alarm. There we go. Yeah. That's lunch. I always have extra snacks in here, like dried grapes, dried jerky. Always carry an extra meal. I got an MRE in there. So, if I do ever have to stay, I have a meal for whatever reason. 12 cm pot here. I have these frozen cheddar jalapeno brats and red beans and rice. Coffee, a couple of oranges. I'll enjoy those while I'm waiting for my pot to boil. There we go. Get this pot boiling. I'll go ahead and pour my coffee and then add the bratwurst in. There's a review on Amazon about the sugar-free gummy bears. Have you ever read those? You read the reviews on Amazon? And people that don't normally ingest sugar-free, within 30 minutes they get explosive diarrhea.
Wow. I had no idea, man.
Just look it up. The Haribo, I can't even say because these gummy bears make my mouth water so bad. I haven't had them in so long. But the Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, and then scroll down and look at the reviews. There's like 1,000 reviews, but just read like the top 10. You'll laugh your butt off, man. Yeah. No, seriously, people are writing stuff like that. I think my water's boiling already. I'm not even ready. These are my cutting boards here. These are, I just cut the flat side off a milk bottle. 1 gallon milk jug. Should have just done all 3 at the same time. Alright, so now I'm going to pour the water for my coffee, and then I'm going to eat these gummy bears.
What are bears in the woods today?
Because Grant keeps on feeding me gummy bears. And then I'll add this in and cook the red beans and rice. Go. Drop all those in there. So there it is, red beans and rice, cheesy brats. About to stick it back on the fire and cook it. I'll bring you back in just a minute. Coffee in the woods. Got my red beans and rice here, coming up to a simmer. I should probably turn that around. Simmer for 7 minutes, but it's been a beautiful day. Try to take advantage of it when it comes out like this. Cheers. See if you can see some of that brought in every bite. It's delicious. Sitting out here, enjoying the birds chirping. The sun's out, and it's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Alright, a little bit of an after lunch hike. Fire got put out. And we're gonna kind of walk around and explore. We didn't do any building today, but I guess the chair and table are set up, so next time I come out here, we'll be ready to go. And I can move on to something else that I've been wanting to do. Part of the problem with me walking all the way the heck out here is I I'm pretty exhausted by the time I get up here. I don't really feel like building much. But I feel good now. I ate, I had coffee. Yeah, see? This area here looks like a watershed when there's more rain. Jesus, what the heck am I doing? Am I following him? I guess maybe I shouldn't be. Because Grant is crazy. Look at this. This is where he's taking me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fall in all these down logs. What's up?
So something's been bedding down here.
Yeah. It does look a little flat. I can hear that water trickling over here somewhere.
Oh, there's a slot place.
This is nice,
Isn't this nice?
but it looks like it's...
Put your finger into the ground.
Is it dry? That's what I was just about to say. It looks like it's a place that fills up with water. It's moist.
There's no groundwater, it's not running ground.
No.
This is a really nice place. Look at these things too. The bill.
Oh, wow.
Crazy bill, huh?
On a balsam fir tree.
Quite unusual.
Yeah. Usually where there's one, there's more.
We haven't seen a lot of that.
No, I haven't.
No, here's something else. I think it's just the wind blowing the trees.
Yeah, I thought it was a woodpecker at first. But I was underneath it.
So this is...
And it got even more rapid when the wind started picking up.
So this is a really nice little area.
It's a nice spot, but it's low. It's a low spot.
This is true. I don't think this is so much a
Because
place
you
to-
have
Yeah.
here, and then it looked like that was a watershed coming down here.
That's one of these things you were looking for.
Yep. Some polypore. Man, it's just a whole maze of down wood.
You can feel how when we low here, there's no wind. The humidity shot up here.
Yeah, I can feel it. Feels a lot warmer here than where it did at camp. Oh wow. It just crumbled out from under my foot.
Oh, is that one tree?
Looks like one tree took down a whole bunch. Woo! I just fell in. I went down. Damn. Yeah. The ground's soft. You know, it's just all the trees. Step on them and that's it. I threw my hand up to catch me on another tree, and luckily it was a short one because it broke when I touched it. That right there looks like it was pulled out. And this right here looks like a natural
Somebody's foraging.
trail here. You can see it zigzag through there. Interesting. Oh wow, that's cool. It's even got some dew on it. Here's another one. This one's dead. There's a polypore. It's like walking across a log jam. All right, everybody. We're packed up and we're heading out. And you saw the video coming in, so I'm going to spare you a lot of this video going out. There we go. I wear my sunglasses and so hope you enjoyed the video, and I know it's not really much different than what I've been doing lately, but this is pretty much the size of the outing, and this is really what I enjoy doing and how I enjoy the outdoors. I'll have different content as far as fishing. I plan on doing some fishing here soon. I appreciate everybody watching. All your likes, comments, views, and subscriptions. Enjoy the outdoors, everybody.